Hello folks, you beautiful people. I tell you what, I can see something going back here. This is an unbelievable turnout. Unbelievable, you beautiful, beautiful people. What a wonderful bunch of people you are. And don't look now, but I feel we've been followed. The great unwashed, God bless them. Now everybody, thanks for turning up. I know Tommy really, really appreciates it, and I appreciate it as we all do, his family do. And I've got to tell you something. I want to talk to you about something that happened last night. We had a little thank you meal, which everybody attended, that Tommy wanted to thank, that helped him in a certain special way, as you all did. But in particular, Ezra. Where's Ezra? From Rebel Media. What a wonderful, wonderful man he is. And I just want to say a big thank you to him and all the rest of the gang. The Middle East Forum, absolute legends, you know, who without, and Ezra, this would not be possible. It'll be a real struggle, I tell you. So, as yourselves, now we had this little meal last night, and I turned up a little bit late. My GPS let me down. I get lost putting the washing out. So, we went for this meal, and Tommy was discussing and talking about the Muslim rape gangs and the plight, the suffering that he's going through, being persecuted by the British legal system. Now, this is a travesty, absolute travesty, because never, ever before has anybody been jailed, had their liberty removed, and done 2.5 months in solitary confinement for breaking what I have to say is a pathetic reason. Now, the same weekend that he broke that contempt law, 3 different media outlets did exactly the same thing, but no one was arrested, no one was charged, no one was prosecuted, and definitely no one went to prison. Now, this is double standards, beyond measure. Now, he's standing in this room last night, and I've got to tell you, it got us all a bit emotional. It got me a little bit emotional, because he got emotional. And the reason he got emotional, I'm going to share this with you. He doesn't know I'm doing this. He started talking about the fact that if it costs him his liberty, or in worst case scenario, it costs him his life, if they murder him to silence him. Never. Now, that might sound outlandish, but it's no more outlandish than removing a man's liberty, putting him in prison, because he's speaking the truth. And that is his only crime. Speaking the truth in their eyes, I say that's a crime. Now, all he was doing was talking about Islamic rape gangs, Muslim rape gangs that are raping children. Now, last night, he said, I had a little chat with his son, because his kids, when he goes to prison, he's like any father, any man, his kids are without their father. Now, the last time he went away, they were absolutely devastated, broken-hearted. And now I know these 3 children, they're beautiful kids, and they love their father dearly, as most kids do. Now, he said to his children, look, son, daughters, Daddy may have to go away again. Now, they got upset, so what he did, this is what he said last night, which got us all a bit emotional, including himself. He explained to his son, particularly, as well as his girls, that, son, imagine if Macy, girls Macy's age, his daughter, imagine if some bad men were doing terrible, horrific things to an 11-year-old girl, the same age as your sister. Wouldn't you want your father to stop those horrible, ruthless, sick individuals from doing it to that child? I've got to tell you, I started running up myself, as he did, as did the room. And his son just looked at him and said, yes, Dad. He said, well, son, that's what I'm doing. That's what I have to do. And they're going to try and persecute me in prison for it, son. Is that okay? And his son said, yes, Dad. Yes, Dad. That's an 8-year-old boy understanding that his father is doing the right thing, the honourable thing, trying his best to protect children from being raped. And for this, he's not only being persecuted, but he's being imprisoned and taken away from his own children. You show me a man here or a woman here that wants to be away from their kids for a weekend. Not 2.5 months, locked up in a cell, being terrorised and threatened every day, knowing that his family are being threatened on the outside and there's nothing he can do. There's another crime in itself. So that's what happened last night, and it got us all a bit emotional. He must have broke down 2 or 3 times, I can tell you. So this is what we're up against. Now, he's not only taken up the mantle of trying to protect kids, fair play to him, they're trying to silence him. But he's also, as you know, we stopped at a service station, and I know David Bailey, I can tell you, but I took a photograph of Tommy with some serving soldiers from Carroll on the steps, and for which they've gone after him again, and they've gone after the soldiers, and they've tried to discharge the soldier just for having his photograph taken with Tommy Robinson. I mean, how outrageous is that? Now, to put it into context, what we've got servicemen and women travelling thousands and thousands of miles away to foreign lands, to foreign fields, being killed and killing, being maimed for their freedoms, so those people in those faraway distant lands can have their democratic freedoms, their right to vote, free speech. And then when those same servicemen and women are returning home, they're not being allowed the very same freedoms that they've been trying to give in these foreign lands. How ridiculous is that? And the only way I can get it across in my head is it's very, very much like 1950s, 60s America, when the West Indian black community were being sent to Vietnam, giving their lives for their country. And when they were on returning home, they weren't even allowed the same freedoms as the rest of the nation. It's exactly the same scenario. They're being denied the very freedoms that are God-given, that should be God-given, as any free society should enjoy, with no discrimination. Now, we started this Soldier X thing, and it's taken off. It's just really taken off. And the British media, this is the comical thing. This is the comical thing. It's probably one of the biggest stories of recent days. The fact that the entire British Armed Forces has shown their support for Tommy Robinson, and not the 650 jellyfish for backbone politicians in Westminster, right? But you show me one single newspaper, one single outlet that has supported the story that the British Armed Forces are supporting Tommy Robinson. And trust me, they are supporting him, 100%. The messages are coming in fast and thick all day, every day. I am Soldier X. God bless the British Armed Forces, men and women, all our servicemen and women. They're not stupid. It's not the fat cats in Westminster that are going to Afghanistan. It will never be them. It's our sons and brothers and sisters and daughters. Working class majority. So that's a great little thing that we started there, Soldier X, and I hope you throw your weight behind it and support it. And I don't want to bore you all day, so I'm just going to read you something, and I've had to write this down. There's somebody got the right up behind me. I can't exactly. It sounds like Dobby, Dobby, Dobby. I can't really make out. What's that? Dobby, Dobby, Dobby. Anyway, I just want to read you this little thing. Oh, Tommy, Tommy. Oh, Tommy, Tommy, Tommy Robinson. Oh, Tommy, Tommy. Oh, Tommy, Tommy Robinson. Go, go. I just want to touch on base about a personal thing with myself and Tommy. Like I've said to you before, your trust in Tommy Robinson is not misplaced. I'm telling you now, hand on my heart, God strike me down dead. I've never, ever, ever, and I'm blessed not only to be related to him, but he's my best friend. I've never met a man with more courage in all my life. Now, he'll be cringing at that. He'll cringe at this, but you know, it's the truth, no matter what. So I love the man dearly. So your trust is not misplaced, trust me. He's in it for the right reasons. He's got 3 children. He loves his country. He loves his people. He loves all of you, and I love all of you. What beautiful people you are. And that's the reasons he does it. It's for our children and our grandchildren. We're being sold out on a massive scale, and we're being sleepwalked into oblivion. And it's the truth. And I just want to read you this in case anybody loses any heart and wonders what we're up against. I just want to read you this and then I'll skedaddle. It's a little thing from Winston Churchill, but I've read it before and it rings so true. If you soak it up for 60 seconds, you'll understand. I'm going to try and read it here without messing it up. And it goes like this. It says, "If you will not fight for right when you can easily win without bloodshed, if you will not fight when your victory is sure and not too costly, you may come to the moment when you will have to fight with all the odds against you and only a precarious chance of survival. There may even be a worse case. You may have to fight when there is no hope of victory, because it is better to perish than to live as slaves." So that gives me goosebumps, people. It gives me goosebumps, and I hope it works for you as well. And it's just a little thing that bolsters you up. And on that note, God bless you all. Wonderful, wonderful, beautiful people. God bless you. Thank you very much.